Hey guys, this is your weekly forecast for the 15th of October for all the signs. So this month, it looks like there is going to be some sort of disaster that is going to start this week. And it will have ripples that continue. So there could be a flood on a world scale. This could be a flood. This could be some sort of act of war. This could be that there's been something's been dissolved, whether this be an agreement of some sort that has been dissolved. There is some sort of explosion, there's some sort of anger, there's some sort of event that happens that, you know, emotionally people are not happy about this. There's a lot of faith around this as well. There's a lot of emotion around this. And whatever has gone wrong, there is commitment there. So if this is about a negotiation, a contract, an agreement, you know, allies, that a commitment, well, emotionally we are committed, standing behind you. We are going to, there's this wall of support that's going to be there. Now for others, this is, there's some sort of disaster, you know, worldwide. This can be something on fire as well, but whatever this is, it's big and it's shock. And there's faith there, and there's a lot of emotional support and commitment behind that. Now, financially, there has been an issue at work. Maybe there's been a blackout. Maybe there has been some sort of natural disaster, so we all have to scramble to get the stuff out of there. If this is about our finances or career, maybe people have called in sick, so you have to do too much work. There's drama, there's crisis, there's issues, and there's running around to be able to fix this deadline, get this issue fixed before we get there. For others, you've been fired, and emotionally you're being supported by the other in your life. On the other scale of that, if there has been a drama and you've stepped up and you've come in with this crisis, you're going to find that you will get that commitment, that they will acknowledge the fact that you've done this hard work, and that you will get something back for that. Now at our home, we do have the Six of Swords. So if this is, okay, I have lost my job, I'm going to have to move on now. Things are going to be tight for a while, but I have to start again. For others, this is, okay, there has been a split in the family. They have left. That's my finances. I rely on some of that, and now that's gone, and now I have to leave, or now we're on our own. Now, if this is about domestic violence, you flee on your own or with the children. This is also about, you know, that emotional, it's going to take an emotional journey to get back to here. Maybe there's been a disaster for some of you. There's a disaster to do with your health, and you lost your job, or you're not going to be able to get back to work because you have to actually recuperate, rehabilitate, and this could emotionally. So if there's been a disaster at work, like a fire, a robbery, you know, I don't know what it was, emotionally it's going to take you time to recover, and it's going to be a slow process. So whichever area that is, it's going to be a slow process. Now, there's also the idea of, you know, mentally getting back on the road of recovery. With your health, you have the King of Swords. So maybe this disaster that you had, it is going to be okay, because the King of Swords is about reconciliation. It's about renewal, and all months, at the end of the month, we're going to have a second goes, things coming back on the table. We're rehashing, renegotiating, looking at those things as well. There is going to be disruption this week. There just is. It's just going to happen. Everywhere there's going to be some sort of disruption. You are going to get 2 messages about this health issue. Some of you are going to have a procedure and operation, and then it's going to be followed up by some sort of therapy as well. With your love, you do have the Six of Wands. So if we're putting these two together, this is air signs with a fire sign. You know, there has been a major drama. They did leave, and now we're getting back together and everything's fine. There has been a drama. We did have to leave. We're forgiving each other. We're back to normal, or they've agreed that they'll pay, you know, towards the finances, because this is a yes card, this is equal, and this is a positive to go with the negative. They're both sixes as well. If this is about your health, they'll still be there to help you. Drawing virtue messages from the angels. If this is about a world scale, you're going to have the leaders come together as a wall, a unit, and they're going to take charge. This is something that there's faith there. There's emotional support. We are committed to this. There is a no here. You know, is this going to be the end for me? Will I will I always be unemployed? You know, whatever it is that is stressing you, because you start the week feeling like there is no hope. There's been this major crisis, major drama, and you feel like you're never, ever, ever going to see the end of that, and you're going to find it's going to be okay. You've got Daniel card here working with you in your relationships, whether this be love or whether this be work, and there is that negotiations. Even if those negotiations are tough, I feel like things are going to have a bit of a turnaround. If this is about your career or study, I think that you will have a turnaround in November where there is another go. And I want to say from the 14th on, Zana says that your home is safe. You don't need to fear your home anymore, because the things that needed to happen have happened, and this may seem like a crisis at the beginning, but it is the best move you've ever made. So be kind to you and those you love, and I shall see you next week.